Man. And thank you, Greg. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're having a good stream. Let's make sure. Shout out Greg, even though I'm pretty sure everyone here was maybe just watching Greg. Hades too? Oh, heck yeah. I've talked multiple times about how I can't play that game. Because I will get addicted. So, probably be best for everyone in general if I just stay away. But thank you again for the raid. Hope you had a good time. Welcome on in, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Cahill. Thinks I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I should have changed that. Is everything already this bad? Cool. I would so love it if everything was already this bad. Let's see. Do this one. Nope. No, the stream info says art, so I'm guessing some folks need to refresh. Yeah, I was about to say. Hi J12, hi Paula, hi Greg. I definitely said hi to Greg already, but anyway. Yeah, like I'm not I feel like I could be doing better, all things considered. But we're gonna work on art today. Try and just chill. I realized I didn't switch my PNG tuber, but like that, like I said, that's just kind of where we're at. So everyone needs to drink some water. Water is good for you. In fact, I don't drink enough water. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help that I feel like on top of a bunch of stuff I'm dealing with right now, I gotta work tomorrow. Also, you know, this I feel like this specific comic makes it look as though it was like specifically drawn out of depression. This is just where we're at in the story at the moment. Willie's not doing well. If you haven't been keeping up with the comic, please do. Last comic, I mean, Willie got punched in the gut on top of other things, so I'm not feeling great, but tis what tis. We're about to have a turnaround, which is why we're drawing this. But yeah, I could use a vacation in general. That'd probably help. Vacation with lots of water would be nice. I'm going to take a vacation at the beach in the middle of winter and start drinking the seawater. I think that would be a good way to keep myself healthy. I see no reason why that's not okay to do. So, but yeah, I hope everyone else out there is feeling more high spirited than I in general. And I hope any Americans out there are at least somewhat okay with whatever Thanksgiving plans they have coming up tomorrow. I think I mentioned I'm working tomorrow, so not great, but I'll come home, everyone's out. Probably make a Thanksgiving grilled cheese. And then probably work on more art. So you know how it is. Also, like, it's not necessarily like I'm missing Thanksgiving, right? My family's been doing stuff outside of that. I guess maybe I'm not the only one who can't make it to Thanksgiving this year, but yeah. Yeah, you know, I don't like being the guy who complains about work all the time, but when I end up, it doesn't help. I keep on working holidays. So holidays are like the only time my boss gives me any head up about like, hey, we need someone to like cover, and like I want to contribute because at least my manager usually pretty helpful and get me the days off I want. So and work Thanksgiving night. So you're in the same boat as me, Greg. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope your day goes easy. I'm not expecting mine to. Hobbible work, you know. Not necessarily never necessarily a great day to be doing that. So yeah. Yeah. You know, it might be. I want to say we should put the comic on hiatus for like a week or two as I get some other things in order. Not like a long one, just like a, hey, I need a minute. So. But, outside of maybe next week, maybe we'll do it next week, because next week we get to a story beat where I did a slightly longer hiatus as I kind of figured out some stuff. So, this one will be much shorter by comparison. At least there's something, Paula. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Really not feeling jobs lately myself. Just as a general idea of the way things should be. And people working holidays. Not just me, to be clear. The fact that Paula and Greg came in chat and said, hey, I am also working a holiday. You know, a holiday? The thing that by definition typically includes some kind of break. That's even, I mean, fuck that job then. I'm sure you've already thought that before since it's your job, but fuck that. Yeah, so. I would love to quit and just do like this full time, but that's why you should keep up with the comic. I'm sorry. I always do this. I feel bad, even more so than talking like numbers on Twitch, which is something I've done since like I started streaming, because I like thinking out loud like that. I so often talk about like jobs suck and I want to draw. So I mean, I imagine there's a good few art streamers who do that, but still. Lord. Also, weird complaint. People are supposed to get a break during the holidays. Great question, Reek. That's the thing. Other weird complaint. I've been trying to get into Kamen Rider. I don't think I can. I'm going to be honest. I've tried 3 different Kamen Rider series and gotten a few episodes in. I'm like, eh. I end up just kind of liking Sentai more, which is unfortunate because Sentai is going on like permanent hiatus at this point. Indefinite hiatus. Until I guess they decide they need to start grinding that machine again. I love the designs of a lot of Kamen Riders. Yeah, D12. They're replacing it with something called Project Red. And like, bring out Parrot. You got it, Sabs. So if there's any kind of like currently ongoing tokusatsu project I'll keep up with, it might be that one. Uh, see what that's like. If I can't get into Kamen Rider and what is okay? That's just I was looking for another one. My parents have really gotten out of control, especially with their levitating. But yeah, if I'm not feeling Kamen Rider, and you know, uh, Sentai's going on hiatus, might check out that new one. But I have plenty of Sentai I have not watched that I should. I'm very nervous because I've made a list, and on that list currently is Kaku Ranger, which is the first Ninja Sentai, and it's also where It's Friday in California comes from. And I'm nervous about that because it's just a wacky gif a lot of people use. So see what the show around it is like. But yeah. Also, hi Sabs. I think that's an idea. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I thought you had been starting stream, if I'm being honest, Greg, when I started streaming. Because I did take a peek. I guess I hadn't. I guess I didn't see how long you had been streaming. I hope you had a good affiliate versary. That's always fun. I don't really do affiliate versaries. I mean, from the looks of it, you were just chilling. So, but as I've discussed at length this stream, I feel like I need less stuff to do, not more. So planning big events. Planning big events is not on the table for me, even when it ends up being on the table for me. I'm doing 2 hours after I got off. Yeah. I mean, heck, that's nice for me to hear, Greg, because 2 hours is about how long I stream after work. So, maybe I'm not alone in that. Maybe I'm not just the sleepiest boy ever, even though I am. Maybe it's just natural for people to be tired after work, especially when me and Greg. I'm pretty sure Greg, like I, is working a very laborious job. So, stream 2 hours after clocking off. Ah. Now I'm more concerned than anything. Imagine you streamed for a while. Definitely seems like you streamed for a while then. Oh, my tummy hurt. Well, then you need sleep, Greg. Sleep. I bid of thee, sleep. Not because I don't... I mean, you can leave the stream on if you want. I like having folks here, but... sleep important. Like I said, I'm the sleepiest boy. Famously, God gives his comfiest beds to his sleepiest boys. I won't sleep during the day before work. I see. Well, if that's how your sleep schedule is just normally, then feel free to hang. I'll do my best to keep you up. As I draw sad boys. Sad boys hours. I could take a nap, I suppose. I mean, like I said, you know your sleep schedule better than I do, so... do what works best for Greg. Ugh. I make poor decisions. Mood insane. Which is why I'm not the best. I literally, as you were talking, I'm literally just thinking about how much I kind of wish I was able to almost consequence-free. I guess it can't be consequence-free by the very nature of the thing. But, you know, just quit my job, take a leap of faith in making stuff and yada yada yada. And see how that goes for me. But I don't think I can or should do that. So, even with my poor decision making, probably a bad idea. Unless I suddenly start getting like 2,000 subs all the time. Or has there ever been anyone who's gifted a sub into the thousands? Because fucking... I know Barry got like $1,000 in bits one time. I saw that on a... That was like an early stream. Where he got a dummy number of bits from someone. Out the blue. But it's hard for me to imagine someone gifting like literally thousands of subs. Just because of the way the multiplier works on that. Bits are 1 penny. 1,000 bits is easy to do. I think I've seen 100 subs once. Yeah, 100 subs is definitely what I think of when it comes to like big number. With those gifted subs. Oh, I'm very tired right now. But on top of the fact that, like, I mean, heck, Greg apparently needs to stay awake. So, solidarity. But if I do a little hiatus for the comic, it shan't be starting now. Maybe next week if I can pull a spicy little number. Is less than all the other 49 states combined. I did not know that. New Jersey's very densely populated. I've known that for a long time. And I saw a TikTok recently where someone was posting most populated states. Like it just said most populated states. And New Jersey was #1. And they were in the list, listing them as like, you know, people per square mile. You with me so far? And someone, and I was immediately went to the comments, and someone was like, this isn't most populated, this is most densely populated, and the person was like, same thing. It was like, it's, I was like, you gotta know it's not. People are definitely doing that to fucking content farm, you know? That's usually why I make a habit of not commenting online unless I have something good to say. It's not even because, like, it's not even me trying to be like a super positive poly, a Polly Pocket, if you will, and only say nice things, even though that's a nice side effect. It's literally just because, like, if you comment on someone who's doing something outrageous, not in the 80s Polly Pocket term, but literally outrageous. And you're like, hey, you shouldn't do that. And they're like, oh yeah? That just gets them, like, that gets them numbers. Internet numbers and honeys. They are benefiting off your outrage. So, on Wolvie's B-Day tomorrow? I mean... Heck, if I open Discord, maybe. I do like me... I hate technology. Anyway, I do like Wolvie. I hate technology, but I like Wolvie. Yeah. So... Fun wishing him a happy birthday. Ugh. Hair is hard to draw. Man. Honestly, I'd love to take Friday off, but I don't think... I remember hearing a thing about that. It's dumb, the idea of just like, well, this, you can't take off after a holiday. It's like, fucking... Jobs need to hire more people. I know. I'm just saying more stuff everyone knows, but, like... I'm sure a lot of people here have, in recent years, have worked a job that was upsettingly understaffed. I might actually leave that for right now. I wanna do hatching lines on his face, which I'm also gonna do on the body for Shadow. Not Shadow the Hedgehog, just Shadow's the concept. I laughed too hard at... I just started thinking about Shadow the Hedgehog for a while. Everyone can relate. Be cranking out comics. I mean, yeah, if I just do this for all my comics, I can make them very quickly, Greg. But one, lots of people already do that, and two, I do not want to do that. So, off the table. Oh, that's Paula. My bad. Purple. Urple. I'm sorry, Paula. I'm Greg now. We're all Greg now. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm blue. Abadi abadai. Why are you blue? I legitimately love, on top of things I've been enjoying about playing Doctor Strange and Rivals, it's using the blue Doctor Strange skin. It's not like it gets a reaction from people, but I like it conceptually. Hello? Oh, I forgot. This fucking soundtrack has weird noises in it. Take that. Weird noise attack! Psychic attack! Mr. Weird. Mr. Odd? Isn't that strange? Okay. I was holding off. Oh. Made a mistake. I think here's the thing about this. No, gotta fix his hair up a little. Combing my boy's hair. Now that we're men, we have facial hair. Now that we're men, I changed my underwear. Now that we're men, we've got a manly flair. We've got the stuff. We're tough enough to save the day. He just told me you made the strangest joke. Oh, did it now? Is that what happened? Stealth will never tell me to play a role again, because fuck it, I will find a stupid joke to make about all of them. My master plan is coming together. Now that we're men, I need to pour wines, and this is what happens. Yeah. I gotta Stealth, you only need to try crack once to get addicted, so... This is the same as that. You asked me to be strange once, and I liked it so much I did it again. And and before you asked me to try crack once, and I did. So, see what happens? See what happens when you ask me to try things? Oh. No, that was juice. Oh, juice got me addicted to crack. On account of the crack. Alrighty. Y'all know I'm actually... Here's the thing. I was talking so much guff about, you know, wanting to do art full-time. But the thing is that I'm bad at art. So... No, you know, actually, now that I think about it, I've never been good at making art. So, with that in mind... It feels like that. It always feels like that when you're making art. No matter who you are. Do you think Van Gogh was built in a day? Nah. It took Leonardo da Vinci several decades to build the first successful Van Gogh. And after he was done, what did he do? He built the 16th chapel. And died there. That's what made him the greatest Ninja Turtle. Time management, or just having time. Well, you're good stuff. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm literally saying, unironically, if anyone doesn't do art, like fucking, I think a lot of artists just have a part of the process where they're like, I suck at art. I've always sucked at art. Why do I do this so much? I'm bad at it. And that's just like a lot of it. There's a lot of this time spent doing art. It's true. I would love to have more time to work on it and refine it, but more than that. Necessary process. Here is what I'm going to do. Willie is going to be blue. Abadi. Abadai. Like I said, I was saying literally just before stream, I appreciate Stealth support. Stealth is a good friend. I don't know if y'all know this. Stealth is like a good friend of mine. Who helps me. And I hope I can help him in some way. Do I know how I can help him? No, but I'll figure it out one day. Ah, I can repay him for the crack. Portal. It's overtime. I'm going to portal. Portaling directly to your location. I'm gonna portal. I'm portaling. Or they literally have a caked up Venom. What was I thinking of? Venom costume now. And it's very fun. I love that a lot. Also, I believe it was literally on yesterday's stream where me and Zay were talking about bringing back skins from previous seasons, and they just announced doing that today. You're welcome. No need to thank me. You can just pay me a lot of money. What? That counts as thanking me? Okay, you can thank me. Does that look good? Yeah, it looks pretty good. You're welcome, J12. You know what? You are so welcome for saying a thing other... Oh my goodness, Greg, you are also welcome. You're also welcome for me having said a thing that Marvel Rivals was doing independently of my input. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a Nobel Prize winner soon enough. There's a Nobel Prize. I think the winners of the Nobel Prize get like $1 million or something. Has that ever been adjusted for inflation? Like, I don't... I don't mean to be rude to such a prestigious award, but also, I feel like arguably the smartest people, what is used to almost symbolize just like the smartest people in the world, should not be presented with like 1920s money. So, you know what? I wanna... I think this would look better without the outline, at least here. My back hurts. I'm such an old man. I'm so old. Respect your elders. Drink root beer. Okay, I got it. I was like, can I leave this part? No, yeah, I cannot. You cannot pass go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $2. I want to spend my holidays playing Monopoly with my friends. But instead I'll end up at work and then probably napping. Well, he came home from working a graveyard shift at Slushy Dog, right after working a full day shift. And then he drank an entire gallon of milk, ate a turkey leg, and passed out on the couch. I have thought about fucking Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb and the specific way in which he, I'm just gonna say, broke down after working 2 consecutive shifts, since I was too young to be working 2 consecutive shifts at Slushy Dog. So it's very fun. Ugh. I'm gonna be honest. I have nothing against it, but I have had no interest in the Phineas and Ferb revival, because to me it's like, you know, they did it. You know, like Phineas and Ferb was already formulaic and getting meta with that. So them being like, and now more, has me like, I'm good. Yeah, we are. We did the dang thing, you know. So, and granted, I'm probably not the target audience because I'm 20 freaking 6, but still. I say that they probably would like to cash in on some classic fans tuning in. So sorry, Dan Povenmire. Not sorry, Disney. You guys suck. You guys know you suck. You've been sucking for a while. I was being, honestly, all things considered, I was being pretty gracious while you were sucking for a while. Really rooting for a turnaround. I fucking loved Encanto. But now you just suck. So, my apology only goes to Dan Povenmire. This video is for Dan Povenmire. If you're not him, you can keep scrolling. Don't keep scrolling. Do you think he would get in trouble if I made, like, that part a TikTok? And then, like, you know, the context of me shit-talking Disney wasn't there. But obviously, you can find it on, like, the full VOD. Do you think they'd be like, Dan, you fucking stitched a cartoonist who's being very rude to us on the internet. And then he's like, everyone's rude to you on the internet. You guys suck. It's because he knows. You know, it's just kind of wild, because, like, if you dive into Disney history, there's plenty of times where people broke away with Disney for both, like, payment and creative reasons, right? Which is, like, fair. But I feel like, those people would be shocked to see the new lows that can be reached. They rock up to him just like, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. I've come to the future to tell you we're not not amazing there. Not super stoked about how it's going in the future, but I figured I could lord it over. If there's nothing else, I could run to the past and lord it over the hardworking animators. Someone time traveling from the apocalypse just to tell us that we don't know how good we have it right now. As opposed to at all warning us what the apocalypse will entail. And turn into diamonds. That was a Mythbusters thing, right? I got lots of Mythbusters DVDs. I should watch them again. It was a very big comfort show when I was a kid, and I had a TV that could, like, came with a DVD player installed. So, come with me to turn my carbon footprint into a diamond. I inhaled enough carbon dioxide to kill a man. I then exhaled it into a bag and pressed on it really hard. And poof, I got a diamond in Minecraft. The thing, you know. I was going to start Minecraft next week, but I was like, so it might be good if I can get 5 big panels of the comic done after this comic next week. Follow me on this one. we might go for that little break thing. so I can finish up some other stuff on the personal side. And what else was I thinking of? But then also, then I can stream Minecraft after that. Because I was already just like, maybe I should be streaming art that week. Just for the sake of getting it done. Because I have ambitious plans, you know. But then Marvel Rivals announced that they're bringing back skins, and we're like, this week specifically. So, oh my goodness. I'm going to more personal stuff live on stream. Give me 1 second. Finish this psychedelic panel. I just realized what I was just doing. Okay, I'll just paint over this. Ooh. You know, like, we're listening to Kirby right now. I could give me a Kirby themed vacation. Oh Lord, a vacation where like I could play, or I could like go to the Kirby Cafe in Japan, and also maybe replay Epic Yarn. Oh, that would be heaven. Have some Kirby treats. I would greatly look forward to and enjoy that. Kirby knows where it's at, so. Of critical thinking. Almost certainly not. He does not think a lot. He only thinks of banana. Yeah. We got some bananas recently. We haven't had some in a minute. And I need to wait for them to ripen to give them to him. Because he will not enjoy green banana. I can promise him that much. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it on stream. I'm planning to take off days in, what's it called? What's that month called? The first one? Planning to take off days in January. But that is still 5 weeks away. So. I gotta bring, Enero. February. What month of the year has 28 days? February? No, idiot. They all have at least 28 days. And then that person stabs you. Honestly, the craziest thing about the Riddler from Batman isn't that, like, it's not that he isn't a good villain in plenty of stories. It's that it's insane he isn't immediately beaten in the streets of Gotham. As he goes around telling dumb riddles. And just annoying everyone, really. I feel like there's not a like there's a number of things you could do to have someone start like attacking you on the streets of any major city, you know? Um Annoying them with riddles is top of the list. So I feel like riddles are cool in concept, but then, like, you try and put them into execution, and they are just kind of infuriating. Like, you gotta be really, really, you know, spot on with the execution of any riddle. Because otherwise, I feel like a lot of people will just be like, I guess, yeah, sure. Is it where are they yellow? Okay. 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 The Batman villains hurt him, honestly. Gotham PD. Shut down the stream. That's like Commissioner Gordon. But Commissioner Gordon is like specifically the one good cop in Gotham. Hey, cool. Y'all let me know if it starts crashing. I think we're okay. I have to stitch together 2 VODs, so that's really cool. It's a lot of things, man. Are we just... Okay. I was saying I wasn't going to compare you to any Gotham villain, Greg, because they're all lunatics. Generally not nice people. But yeah. Yeah, some of those holiday plans I mentioned that aren't actually on Thanksgiving. It's going to be like early Saturday. Which, on one hand, I'm glad. Because I thought it was going to be like a different time and day. But, so like, once I get done, the rest of my weekend's free. But also, comparatively, it is early Saturday. So I will be getting done a decently, like, just a week of work. And what have you, working Thanksgiving. And then immediately be going out to meet family. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'm sure plenty of other people are just like, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, even less than that, really, because I used to be like, yeah, give Thanksgiving its time to shine, and to some degree, I'm still like that, even though I tend to work Thanksgiving, because anyway. But there's no doubt that okay, we're not doing this. Hey, Paula, bud, pal, amigo. We will be, I can see what you're doing here. We will be refunding those. And I'm sure, oh, I mean, I'll open this right now. And I'm sure you might ask why, but you probably already know why. Yesterday was funny. But that was yesterday. Which isn't on you, Paula. It's stream crashing. The way that, you know, and the way that Twitch decides to do things. Man, yeah. Okay, and the rest complete all. There we go. And as long as stream hasn't crashed again, we're all good to keep going. Just a smaller paragraph. I'll pick out and watch football. I'm not big on football, but so that's part of it. Like for last weekend, my family had stuff, right? And I believe the Eagles were on. Um, and after dinner, I just left. I went into my room because I I will actively just kind of fall asleep. You hate football? Oh my lord. Stealth, we're talking about American football, okay? Our football would be soccer, like Greg mentioned, because we call it football. I'm literally about to tell the world about inside joke. Me and Stealth call hanging out football because we adhere to a schedule. Would never J12. Football is a private thing. We adhere to a schedule for football. I just realized if I do this, it'll... Technology sucks. Anyway, we adhere to a strict schedule when it comes to hanging out. So, naturally, the day before, since we already know where we'll be hanging out, previously I texted, tomorrow is football. In reference to the Game Grumps bit, where they played a poorly translated dating sim, and like the sporty girl said tomorrow is today is football. So I texted Stealth like today is football. So now it's become known as football. So when I say I hate football, I'm not talking about either soccer or the thing me and Stealth do. I'm talking about the American sport named football, which rarely involves feet. Yo, hey, can I point something out? Blade's got his feet out in his new skin. Actually, don't a lot... They've had a lot of feet out in Rivals recently, haven't they? I'm just realizing this. Are they doing... I can't... Lord. I mean, I think we can all agree they're doing the butts on purpose. But are they... Is Marvel Rivals venturing into foot stuff? Is that happening? Am I going insane? Hey, comment down below if you think Marvel Rivals is doing foot stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Marvel Rivals doing foot stuff. I'm gonna worry about it. That was for mob football, which has no real rules. Football, and football. Completely different games. It makes sense. But... Hey! It annoys me... So, I watch baseball more than I watch football, which is to say I watch baseball ever. Specifically in that I like going to Phillies games, right? Does it annoy anyone else that the the championships in America for baseball are called the World Series, but America is the only country that plays in the World Series, and despite the fact that America is not the only country that plays fucking baseball. You could say that for football, but not baseball, because Japan plays baseball. Japan has a baseball league. If the top team in America and the top team in Japan played for #1 spot, then you could call it the World Series. But they don't do it like that. It's just America that plays. Japan has a completely different thing that I don't know the name of. Because while I like going to games in person, I've never been to Japan. And I definitely haven't been to Japan for the express reason of watching a baseball game. I don't know how much those tickets go for. Probably a lot. Gonna be real. Has Oswald been to Japan? No. I don't know if Oswald's ever been outside of New Jersey. In the National League and the American League. Well, you know what? People need to get over themselves. I've decided. You know what? Dylan Cahill Comics, will be causing world peace on purpose in order to rectify the World Series problem. I recognize the things that Trump said probably had to do with American League specifically. But regardless, world peace for baseball. Lord, I was in a Discord earlier, and folks were talking about Transformers. And specifically that Transformers are trans, because they are. That's just correct. One person was like, I don't know if I'm projecting, and I'm like, you're not, they're trans. But I then had the thought, especially because of how much I've enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh!, that if capitalism has done a single thing well, it is that capitalism has given us shows based on toys. Which, honestly, there's a lot of bangers in there, so. Shows based on toys are essentially the template for better than they have any right to be. Trans. Happy trans. For our older National League. Yeah, well, Trump, the American League can push my nuts. You know? So, how about that? Alright. I would go on a whole rant about like just most sports leagues, especially in America, being too stuck up. Yada yada yada. But one, Trom is a sports fan in their industry right now. And two, you don't need me to tell you that. Look at the budget for any stadium in city you live in. You get it. Like, and John Oliver has done like several extensive sections on this. Yeah. I can appreciate the hard work athletes put in. Some of them get a lot of, like, I would say a ludicrous amount of money, but here's the thing, I don't think Ludacris gets paid that much. So. Very fun. Very funny. It also doesn't help that, like, I can say that most athletes would kick my ass in a fight. Like, sometimes when, like, someone rude says something rude, it's like, not only are you wrong, I could also beat you in a fight, you know? Because some people are mean because they're self-conscious about that kind of stuff. That's not true of professional athletes. A lot of professional athletes can be rude, and, like, yeah, I have a better point. I can't beat them in a fight. So. Heck, honestly, how much do, like, MMA fighters and boxers make? Is that... And I'm not talking, like, Mike Tyson. I know he's retired, but still. I'm not talking, like, champion. I'm just saying, like, on average. Because I feel like football and baseball players are still making more than that, even. Somewhere between $250 million in public money. I feel bad that it's Little Caesars. Because I know Little Caesars is actually kind of chill as far as, like, a corporation goes, but Yeah. Public money. Public money towards that. I'd rather have any train. Oh, just a little bit. I don't know who that is, but yeah. I mean, listen. I don't need to sit here and that's another thing, right? I don't need to sit here and also name like not nice people who are also professional athletes. There's an entire network for that. It's called ESPN. I don't know how much they cover controversies and bad things that happen in news networks, but just given the fact that their entire thing is we cover sports all the time, I feel like if you were to watch ESPN for a day, you would eventually find out about some, you know, some nasty thing current participant in a major league is doing. I don't think they are so thoroughly like on the all sports are good all the time train that they wouldn't be able to be like, and this guy, and like they wouldn't ignore a major story about some player or coach if it was making the rounds. Like someday, like there's a day where like a major sports controversy breaks out, like everyone's doping and gambling at the same time. That and listen to Pablo Torre. I mean, hey, listen. I don't know. I'm not gonna go so far as to say Trom is the only person in like me and Pig's community, at least, that I know Trom watches other streamers, but still, that know they're here now, and I see them in Pig's Discord a lot. That knows something about sports, but they are the person I see talking about sports a lot. So if they're like, follow these people if you want actual information, I believe them. This is where I get all my news. I mean, you should corroborate any news source, but I shouldn't have to tell. Y'all are smart. Y'all know that. Even with how busted technology is in a lot of ways right now, you can still take 2 seconds to Google something and see if it's like remotely if it's like, if you know, if several people are talking about it and what they're saying. I'm making you the official Cahill Comics sports expert. I will not be using this resource. But just know that you have the honorific. Oh, that's good. We do love investigative journalism, especially when they got sources to back it up. That's a nice argument, Coach. How about you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up. The dignity that is required for it. There's not a lot of dignity. Cahill Comics is not a respected publication or producer. As far as studios go, we're about as far down on the list. Currently have one comic going. Literally just talking about taking a break from it for like a week or two. Just getting behind the face. Hey, we do like to be entertaining, if nothing else, you know? Like, I try. Or You know, I just thought about like, oh, should I show stream like the last comic if they haven't seen it for like context as to what's going on in this one? Then I realized I made like an entire. I took like 2 to 3 weeks off making an entire like big page of comics that I can't fit in this space right now. So, just go read it. You see, let's see. I think I have the blue sky underlying. Yeah, there you go. I'm trying here. I'm trying to cook. I'm gonna call Gordon Ramsay to help me with my comic. That man knows all about cooking. This word has changed meaning. Gordon Ramsay gets very... Gordon Ramsay can get angry about a lot of things, you know? But fucking... Specifically, he will get angry. About the appropriation of the word cooking. Because what's he gonna do? If Gordon Ramsay can't talk about cooking, that's a ball game for him. I'm really happy with how flintlock pistols look in my series. Also, I constantly need to have this reference saved because I forget how I've drawn them. I don't know, what do you want from me? Character sheets? I haven't done those either. We were already talking about time management earlier. You think I've managed to make character sheets for any part of this series? Incorrect. You would be mistaken. Ugh. What else was I thinking of? Yeah, I took like a good... Here's the thing, like... I kind of like... I don't want to say I spread out. But like, I remember having like this decent run middle of the year. I've forgotten half of it now. Not because I was like drinking. But literally just because my memory is so shot. But like, yeah, it was, you know... Took a lot... Uh-oh. That's not good. Anyway. I took a lot of time off of work, and like, I said to myself that I wouldn't take more off until the end of the year. I would now like to take more time off of work, but I try to keep my promises, you know. So, it's not like I said that out loud to my boss, but... I don't know, I don't... All the things I don't like in jobs, I don't like being like, can I... can I have my time back, please? I hate doing that. Because, you know, I don't necessarily care about job stuff, but... I do recognize the human element of the fact that my manager, person I work closely with, having to then redo the schedule for whatever time I'm asking for. Which is inconvenient. For sure. Mental image of banana. Psychic banana. I've definitely said this on stream before. I'm gonna say it again. I like flintlock pistols. I like how much they don't really work. People should know how much I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Fucking They do like trick shots in those movies with flintlocks, which is wild. Because as I understand it, they're not known for being accurate, right? But I think that's fun. And then also just hearing about how back in the day, pirates would just carry around multiple pistols. Because they'd kind of be in the middle of a fight, they'd kind of be a one and done thing. Just like, this will take too long to reload. So I won't. It will just be easier to throw it away and get a new one. That's hilarious. Yeah. I feel like that's part of the reason. Like, Walt and Willie were just meant to be general cartoon stuff. They were not necessarily designed to be like pirates. You know? But I do like pirates. I like the aesthetic. I kind of made them that because it's something I can easily keep myself interested in at all times. Thus, I will always be willing to work on the comic. So I'm like, ooh, pirates. Not always the case with stuff I want to write. Sometimes I don't feel like doing certain things certain days, especially if I have work. Shocker, I know. I love saying apparent or previously stated things and then following it up with shocker, I know. Fucking love that phrase. Some phrases are just very fun. So. Ugh. You know what I need? I need a better office chair, if I'm being honest. Just something with a lot of back and butt support. That probably helped me feel at least a little more rested while streaming. It's not in the budget. But, you know, something to remember in case we ever revise the budget. We will not be revising the budget. What was I thinking of? You know, my grandpa, he has like an old flintlock musket. I'm pretty sure it's like a replica of like a Revolutionary War one, right? And that's been hanging up in their house since I was a wee babe. Not too long ago, while I was helping them with some things, for the first time he showed me, because we were like moving stuff in that room, so he took it down. And for the first time he showed me that like there's a, like, you know, he doesn't have, well, actually I do think he technically has like gunpowder and rounds for it, but not like it wasn't loaded. But he did show me for the first time that it has like a full flint and everything on it, you know, to light said powder. So he kind of fiddled with it a bit, and then it did a few sparks, which was real fun. House did not end up on fire, nor was there a gunshot in the wall. I bet. Lord, I've been talking recently about how much I want to watch / rewatch River Monsters. Pawn Stars is also always fun. Not as impressive for multiple reasons as River Monsters, which is kind of one reason I've always been more of a Discovery guy than a History Channel guy. But it's fun to. Who among us hasn't watched a bit of Pawn Stars in the day, you know? It's just like someone brings in a weird item. Guy looks at it, says, let me call in a friend. Friend looks at it, says, it's worth some money. And then they talk. Oh, I was just thinking about that. Because I remember watching it back in the day. Among Us? Hi, Clover. I remember watching it back in the day. And there'd be like one or two times where someone would bring in like an old gun. Like an old gun. Like an old, like actually from the 1800s, if not more so. Right? And they'd be like, this is an old gun, right? It's probably worth something. They're like, yeah, let me call my buddy. And then the person would be like, it might, I'm looking at this. This could, it might be loaded. As they're in the shop. Only ever seen Pawn Stars. I mean, that honestly, Chum, not a bad way to experience it. If I'm being real. Like I just described that formula, right? Don't get it wrong. Do not get it twisted. That's the show. There are so little deviations on person brings an item, they call in an expert. The expert says something about it, and whether it's shit or not, then they talk, and maybe they buy the item. There's a few times the person walks away because it's not worth shit. Or, what was I thinking of? Yeah, not worth shit, or they're not giving them the money they want. Either or. That's like every episode, and there's a lot of episodes. So, and it happens like 5 times an episode. What else was I thinking of? I remember one of the few things they had, which I would be like, I'd buy that. They had like a first edition Jules Verne book. Like they had like first edition of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I was like, hey, give that to me. I'd buy the fuck out of that. So, Cajun Pawn Stars. Is that a thing? That sounds like it was a thing. I'm looking it up. Or is it Cajun Prawn Stars? And it's about Jumbo. It was a real thing. Oh, it only had 3 seasons. Let me look up Pawn Stars now. Pawn Stars. Yeah, Pawn Stars is 24 seasons. Oh, poor Cajun Pawn Stars. I'm gonna look up first edition. It's either first or second edition. Either way, it's pretty old. It had like a jellyfish on the front. Is this it? First print 20,000 leagues. Yep. Oh, that one's a little different. Oh, yep, here it is. This is what it was. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, illustrated, and it's got like a bunch of jellyfish on the front. Oh, there's a few versions of this, actually. There's one with Captain Nemo. There's one with the Nautilus. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Jellyfish cover. Yeah, that's the one I remember. Favorite is part of the Pawn Stars YouTube poops, where it gets twisted from, we need to see if the New Rockney letter is real, to we need to see if Newt Rockney is really dead. Jellyfish are fun. Or this mix is good, but I kind of wish it didn't have Game Boy tracks in it. Because if I'm being very real, Game Boy tracks can be a little grating. Especially if you are not actively playing the game away at that point. You know? So. Like, I'm gonna be real. If I quit my job with the only plan being I'm going home to play Kirby's Epic Yarn, I'd probably be very happy for a surprisingly long time. Lord, they just sent me a TikTok today where there was someone crashing out about like how you have to sign into an account to apply to jobs, which is like, yeah, whoever came up with that idea should be extensively tortured. An absolutely insane thing to ask of anyone. To be clear, I think, hey, if you are someone who's under, let's say 40, which I imagine comprises a lot of people who are on Twitch, and even if you're over 40, and you might apply to jobs at some point, but just in general, younger people, I need us as a collective to go forward in life, treating that as insane. And I mean, people are already doing a pretty good job at treating applying to jobs as an insane thing right now. Keep that up and maybe crank it up like just like a notch or two, because again, it's very bad. Sign in to Blungle to apply at Chick-fil-A. Don't have a Blungle account? Sign up here with your social security number and birth certificate. Blungle is shutting down. Every company your inbox is shit, exactly. Hey, I'm just gonna manifest this. If you ever meet anyone who handles that aspect of that, who's like, oh yeah, I work in... Actually, you know what? This is the thing, right? I'm trying to be like, we need to make this more socially unacceptable. I think people already know. I'm in fact so positive that if anyone works in like the application or infrastructure they're in side of a job of a business, they have probably already gotten some very angry people. And if they haven't, we can fill that quota pretty quickly. So that's what I was gonna say. It's be like, hey, tell them directly. That's awful. But they probably get plenty of that. They probably aren't telling people that they do that anymore as a job. For that reason. And like, I get it. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry you have to do that, so. You say that, Sabs. I, like... That doesn't fix it. I'm sorry. Because, like, yes, part of the problem is that your inbox gets filled with bullshit. For sure. Don't get it twisted. Sabs is giving good advice here. But that acts as though the problem is that the job is, like, sending you too much stuff. When the problem is everyone is out here making lots of accounts for stuff and not getting a lot of the jobs. Like, if everyone's getting jobs, no problem. All of a sudden, this becomes less of an issue because you're not making a million accounts, you know? You only have to make a million accounts when you don't get a lot of job offers, which a lot of people don't, so... I just wonder, you know, like, how quickly could I write, like, a book that would actually get published and sell if I quit my job, like, tomorrow? I'm not going to, but out of curiosity against the EP. I mean, hey, listen. I'm always recommending EP to people, so you do what you gotta do, Greg. If you feel EP, be EP. 1 billion. Make an account to get into that. Alright, everyone. Everyone in chat, if you've fallen on hard times, I have found the answer. We will be starting a startup business where we offer to make services for businesses that requires people to sign up for an account to apply to the business and then not do anything with it. Cahill, this sounds like a scam. It is! But everyone's doing it anyway, so... Who gives a fuck? Genuinely, who cares? Here's what we'll do. I will leave a coded message in the sign-up process so that people know it's definitely a scam. Thank you for the bits, Greg. 2 bits. Alright, everyone, here's how we get rich. We will go to businesses offering to do some kind of cyber work and then not do anything. This isn't a scam. This is how a lot of people make money. No. It's Trum. Here's your issue right now, okay? I'm gonna tell you where you're going wrong. What you're attempting to do is to offer a service to people that has some kind of value. And that's just not how things work. You need to provide nothing while taking the money. That's how things work nowadays. So you're gonna want to listen to me. To be clear, I just create soup like I've always wanted. I mean, hell yeah. I was the soup Sabs. Here's what I was about to. Where isn't nothing. Don't get me wrong, Trom. You're literally building on a broken system that offers nothing. But fucking, it's still too much value. You know? Oh. Also, what was I just thinking of? Oh yeah, with Sabs. Along the lines of what Sab said. I was gonna make this like... Nah, I'll still make it like a crosshatch kind of thing. Anyway, I'm saying all this, and like I don't like anything. I've literally been ranting the whole time about jobs, but legitimately, my dream is to still like make comics and stuff. So I'm definitely not a fan of just like do something just to get the money out of it. I hate that shit. not like I do not like it, Sam. I am. It occurs to me I don't know what we're doing as like a Thanksgiving activity this weekend, but I'll figure it out. And then, you know, it's early enough that I'm hoping as long as it's not wild, I'll be home sometime early afternoon. Because I love my family, but also I can picture myself collapsing collapsing in the middle of it already. By the time I get home, I will probably be taking a nap. Nap time. Oh, you let me almost forget to clean the crock pot before bed. You cook my... Well, don't cook a depressing dinner, Paula. Cook a good one. Put some spice on that bad boy. Not like the spice from Dune. Some good spices. I'm not even gonna pretend I know what the good spices are, but you know, find good spices. Throw them in there. Oh, that's nice of you, Greg. Very nice thing you do to offer someone your company. For sure. I feel like... Because I was going to talk about how it's like, you know... I talk so much about how I like my solitude. But then I started to think, it's like, do I know folks who might have require company? And if I'm being honest, I feel like a lot of people I know tend to have that more on lock than I do, you know? So. Well, kitten definitely always helps, that's for sure. Who does not like a kitten? You know, as much as I was complaining about Game Boys in like this mix of Kirby music, I do love it in like a new Kirby game when they include some Game Boy noises into the mix. That stuff always slaps. Nope, nope. Racing the wrong thing. Okay. That's good. Kirby just got some good music, you know? Next Thanksgiving, I'll do a charity drive. Or if anyone needs company for Thanksgiving, I'll mail. We will mail large Waddle Dee plushes to them because that's what they do at the Kirby Cafe apparently. So. Yeah, Kirby to Mario Kart. I think they need to. I think Mario needs to hope he gets added to Kirby Air Ride at this point. So. Kirby Air Riders be where it's at. It's got Rick. Also, Greg, I'm gonna be honest. I've simply assumed that the Rick emote you're using in Discord from is just from like a personal, your own like personal server, just like not for your Twitch, one just for you to have emotes. And to that I say, well done. Not mine. Dang. It is a very good emote. I don't really want to join a server just for a Rick emote, but also consider Rick. Kio's. Oh, well, I didn't know Kio had a Discord. If it's Kio's specifically, you've begun to sell me. I thought it was going to be more obscure than that, if I'm being honest. I was going to say this very Kirby-coded music. We're listening to a Kirby mix. I don't know. My brain. My brain. Oh. Yeah, green greens. I think I said this on stream before, and I saw it in like a comment section at one point. But I love how much green greens in Kirby has essentially become like proof of a hero in Monster Hunter. You know, just in that it is a motif specifically used to indicate, maybe not. I don't want to say heroic because that seems redundant, but triumphant might not be it. But you know, it's like big. This is it. This is a big moment. It's all come down to this. Then you hear Green start playing. It's like, aw, shit, man. Dun 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 dun. Fucking love greens. Dan to Dan. I don't think that's how it goes, but how does Bomb Bomb Battlefield go again? I have to try and communicate that Willie is just kind of sitting on a, kneeling on a cave floor. Which, you know, there are better places to kneel down. Lord, cave spiders? Oh! Lord, I saw someone do a VR experience that was like a cave closed off to the public because cave divers had died in there. And like, I'm not necessarily claustrophobic. It's insane to me anyone would have gone into that in real life and tried to move through it. I'm all for adventure, but holy shit. It gives you a new appreciation for in video games where it's like, I can't crawl through that. Because the opposite is an MC who looks at every crevice their arm can fit in and goes, hey, I can probably get in there, only to get stuck. Which, no, man. Yeah. More greens. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. More Kirby stuff. It's an old meme, but it, you know, still passes, sir. I love the like Sonic comparison of so sick of Green Hill versus oh yeah, it's wispy. There's plenty of stuff. I've been saying it so much. I hope Rick and Kine and Ku all come back for the next 3D Kirby game, the first like full-on platformer. I would I would ascend. I feel like there's a really good case for the team, for the Kirby team, to see what's going on in Air Riders right now and be like, you know what? I mean, like, we can put them in somewhere, you know. It's no longer a case of, oh, these are too niche. People won't like really get excited to see them in here. It is now oh, everyone loves these guys. But never Emerald Hill. I mean, Emerald Hill is cool, Trom, but the coolest part about it is the corkscrew. And you can just put a corkscrew in Green Hill. They did that in Sonic Mania. And like, relatedly, I think a far better pick in... What about the music? That's fair. Could get an Emerald Hill remix going as opposed to another Green Hill remix. Well, I was gonna bring up Chemical Plant Zone, but honestly, I think they've overused that almost more than Green Hill, to some extent. Kirby would offer Sonic an ice cream cone because he's very friendly. Kirby, if you need to understand, if there is one cosmic truth, it is that Kirby is shaped like a friend. So. Alright. There's not a lot on this panel, but I'm planning to have a lot of text and also use shading. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to call it here. Little shorter stream, but we did some longer streams the past 2 days. And I've been talking too much about jobs and being tired, so I will spare you. Spare you more of that. If that's chill with everyone here. I appreciate everyone coming by though. Thank you a lot. We're gonna have much the same schedule next week as we did this week, which is to say we will be doing Marvel Rivals to hopefully, what was I thinking of? To hopefully, it's not a new battle pass, but get some of the old skins they're bringing back. And then, some more art to, which might be me doing another big swing at the comic to get some stuff done before the new year. So I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week. I'm gonna raid Mr. Ziggs, ZYZX_, because he is a very funny man, and we raided Lythero yesterday, and he's playing with him. Fighting games. They're good at their fighting games, so I hope y'all will join me in raiding them for a bit. And thank you again so much for coming. I hope to see you next week. Bye!